Yes people, welcome to Chasing Monsters, a Park Lake fishing series brought to you by me, Ricardo, from Backonthebank. Now I hope you enjoy this series with content dropping on a monthly basis. Watch myself and the lads pursue a number of monstrous carp at a lake that's certainly not for the faint-hearted. We'll fish, we'll blank, we'll certainly persevere though, and who knows, there might even be a few PBs broken along the way. So here's to the current episode, we hope you enjoy it. Stick a comment down below if you do, and be sure to subscribe to the channel. In the meantime, sit back, relax, get your kettles on, and keep your eyes peeled for that next Park Lake monster. What's going on people, it's your boy Ricardo and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Backonthebank. Now, thanks for tuning back in. I hope you've subscribed. Thanks to everyone that has subscribed over the last couple of months. I've been tracking it all on the YouTube analytics page, and I'm actually quite honoured really that you guys are tuning into my content, subscribing to the channel, dropping me comments, and also more recently sending me messages on Instagram about various things. So yeah, thanks for doing that, I really do appreciate it. In today's video, as you will see in the title, we are at the chase in Dagenham. Now last year I actually did record a video at this lake, but I wasn't a member of the water at the time. I just fished it as a day ticket. But yeah, more recently I decided to get myself a membership so that I can sort of hone in and try and nick some of the really decent fish that are in here, because this front lake at the chase really does have some characters, some old warrior fish, and although it is quite tough to fish, it's really rewarding when you have one. Last season I didn't even manage to land a fish, so it is quite tough here. But I do have some good news. I got my membership last month and I've done my first session at the lake last week. Now I didn't bring my camera with me to record a video last week, and I wish I did, but yeah, I managed to get off the mark and I had a 29 pound 3 ounce common, which was absolutely stunning. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably see some shots that popped up on there. But yeah, I did get some pictures. My mate Leon, who I fish with here, managed to turn up at the right time and he shot some fantastic photographs for me. So I'll stitch a couple of them in now and you can take a quick look. But yeah, whilst you're looking at them, just wanted to tell you about what I'm planning to do at this water now I've become a member. So a couple of friends have urged me to start a YouTube series on my channel called The Chase Diaries. I think someone did actually try and do a Chase Diaries on YouTube quite a while back, but it seems to have phased out. So yes, Ricardo, back on the bank. Let's crack on, and I hope you enjoy it. Yes people, what's happening? So me and Josh have done a 48-hour session this week. We're through the first night and both of us have not even had a bleep, so it's been quite quiet to be fair. Did have a bit of a pain with the draw though, because on the chase at the moment there's draws, so you can only fish 48 hours and you have to go into a draw system, so you're never going to know really what swim you're going to get. You can walk the lake as many times as you want, like to try and find the fish, but at the end of the day it depends on where you come out in the draw. So yeah, unfortunately me and Josh missed the draw yesterday because it was done earlier than it was actually announced, so we ended up back in the swim that I fished in last week, called the Cherries on the chase, and I actually had my new PB in this swim, so I weren't too bothered about it. Josh was a little bit upset, but he's got over it now, and yeah, we're just hoping to nick a fish down this end. What are you saying, Josh? The wind's changed, isn't it, since yesterday?
Yeah, it swung massively.
Yeah, it's coming back into this bay, so hopefully this evening we might have a bit of joy if the fish decide to move with this wind. But yeah, me and Josh just chilling out at the moment. I should probably get him on the camera for you actually, so let me swing it round, you can have a little chat with him, innit?
How do I look, mate?
Yeah, I'm just setting it up one
Maybe get me pocket at time. Look up.
Are you looking carpy enough for the cameras or what? Nice one. Right, yes, we're in.
Let's go.
What's happening? You alright, yeah? Just talk to me a little bit about sort of your time on the chase, innit? Because you've obviously been fishing this water for quite a few years now.
Yeah, third season now. Just coming into the third season. First year was a tough year for me. I had a 9-month blank. and then second year I had what, 15 fish out.
Yeah, nice.
So now, yeah, hopefully we can carry on the second year into the third. Really, it would be nice. But
yeah, nice.
Yeah, first year was a very tough one for me over here. Very, very tough.
As I said, like myself, this lake is not easy, is it? Let's be honest. Like, but obviously it's quite rewarding when you do have fish.
Yeah, it was rewarding the second year, but yeah, the first year was a painful taking year for myself.
You have put quite a bit of time in over here, haven't you? Over the last couple of years, you get over it a lot, like a lot
6
more
weeks
than me.
holidays has done me well.
Yeah, I suppose with your job and that, like, it does help you really, because you can sort of take a 6-week period and just focus on your fishing.
Yeah, so obviously the 48-hour rule ain't helping me at the minute, but yeah, back to the 5-night stints will be a lot better.
I was going to say, we don't all live on the bank full time as much as we probably would like to. We don't all do that, but yeah. Josh is just saying that it is sometimes nice to get a 72 in every now and then. Do you know what I'm saying?
100%. But yeah, no, hopefully we can nick one tonight. But yeah, it's been a painful couple of days over here actually.
I mean, you weren't best pleased, was you, with the draw that happened yesterday? Let's be honest.
Far from happy. But we'll.
Life throws these sorts of situations at you all the time, doesn't it? You just got to deal with them and move on. So
yeah, we weren't best pleased, but yeah, hopefully we can nick a fish, and we'll see what goes on tonight. Would be the plan.
Yeah, nice one. All right, cool. Well, I'll catch up with you in a bit, innit? You're obviously featuring a lot more content going forward, especially on the Chase Diary stuff. But
hopefully with some fish would be the plan, not just sitting here talking.
Get some footage, get some actual footage of us holding some of these warriors, isn't it?
Yeah, it would be good.
Yes, people, we're back at the Chase for the second session of the month. It's the 25th today. I'm planning to do a 48-hour session this weekend at the Chase to sort of give you guys a bit more content for this new series that we've started, courtesy of Josh. Josh suggested it, so thank you, Josh. You obviously appeared earlier on in this vlog, but yeah, the plan is to film a bit of content for you guys for the next 48 hours. I say next 48 hours. We've done a little bit of prep work today. We've come to the lake a day before, managed to get some time to come down here with a drone. The weather's great today. The wind is pumping northwesterly into that far corner of the lake, but we checked the forecast and it's looking to change, and there's also going to be some rain coming in as of tonight as well, so it's going to be going into northeasterly into this corner of the lake. So prep work, going to send a drone up today, have a little look around, try and find a few nice spots if the ripple on the water calms down a bit. And yeah, it's quite windy today, and yeah, just a little bit of prep work to see if we can find a few fish this end of the lake. I'm hoping that we can. So yeah, let's crack on with this. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope that a few of us can land a few fish within the next 48 hours for you. So yeah, let's crack on. One more thing, before we shot this, I just twisted my ankle, so yeah, thanks for laughing, Josh, I appreciate it.
Right, let me let the laughter down so I don't fuck the camera.
There's a big gravel bar right in front of one of the corner swims at this end of the lake. Most people that fish this lake know about this gravel bar, but it's quite interesting to see how big it is, because I didn't think it was as wide as that, to be fair, and I can see from the drone footage that there's like quite a few strands of like weed that have started to grow up on that patch, so it's not as clear as we actually thought. So that's definitely interesting to see from above. Depending on what swim I get, like this end of the lake, if I do get this end of the lake, it's going to obviously come down to how busy it is, because we have to do a draw system at the moment over here. Hopefully it's the last one. We did hear that it might be the last one because people have started to go back to work and that, but yeah, depending on what swim I end up getting is going to determine where obviously I'm going to fish. So I'm just having a little look around at this end of the lake and remaining hopeful. Obviously, so you've got like a windmill and like an island out there as well that also looks quite clear. Let's have a little explore towards that. So I'm going to go over towards it and stop there. I've got the drone in sport mode at the moment because it's quite windy up there, so yeah, I need it to do as I say, should I say. But yeah, again, just right here, as you can see, it's very, very clear on this island. And the other thing that you need to be aware of is that it's very shallow as well, so the coots and the bird life will pick you up if you're using bright baits, that's for sure. We've had it ourselves where that's happened. So yeah, if you're going to fish on that sort of shallower water, try and be as discreet as possible, do you know what I mean, so that the bird life don't destroy your session. But yeah, there's birds just flown through the footage as well, which is quite nice to see. Josh has had a bit of success over in this swim. He fished it last season, had quite a few fish off the pads in this corner, but it all depends on whether the fish are in this corner really. So as we said, we're going off of the weather forecast, which suggests that the wind is going to blow that way, but yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean the fish are going to be in it. The pads have grown really well over the last few weeks. Yeah, we was at the lake. Josh, how long ago was we at the lake? A couple of weeks back, weren't we? And there was barely any pads there, were there?
Yeah, about a month ago, and there was literally hardly half the pads were grown out, I reckon.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so there's been some massive growth on them, which is nice to see as well. But yeah, so yeah, potentially 3 spots at this end of the lake that look quite nice to fish on, so we'll see whether we end up getting this end of the lake. But yeah, just a little bit of drone footage for you to see of the chase. So yeah, we'll tune out now and we'll crack on tomorrow when the session starts, and yeah, we'll catch up then. Sweet. What's happening, people? Ricardo back on the bank, fishing a 48-hour session this weekend, and I told you guys yesterday that there's a draw system at the chase at the moment, so you have to put your name into a hat and it gets drawn out, and then you pick a swim on the lake. So I actually come out of the draw quite early on this time. Haven't had much luck with the draws since they've been in place, but come out quite quickly this time. So yeah, jumped in a double swim, which was one of the swims that I was looking at with the drone yesterday, so you see that footage earlier on. And yeah, managed to nick one. This hasn't been set up, by the way. There is actually a draw system going on, and if they do continue, I might even try and film one of them if allowed, so you can see it. But yeah, come out of the draw early, jumped in this double swim with Snedden. A couple of the other lads are on the other side of the lake as well, but we're all actually the end of the lake that we wanted to fish. So yeah, hopefully one of us has a fish, and I can get some of that content on camera because I've got it with me for this session as well. Haven't eaten anything. Again, I tell you, when I come fishing I forget to eat most of the time, so I need to crack on and have a bit of food, and yeah, we'll catch up with you guys a bit later on. Oh, actually, before I go, you probably noticed the shirt that I got on. I am so gassed. Liverpool have won their first Premier League title. Obviously Chelsea done the deed against City last night, so for all the football fans that have tuned in, I've had a few messages actually from some football fans on my Instagram account, so thanks for getting in contact with me. And yeah, I'm so happy about Liverpool. Finally got that title under our belt, and if I'm right in saying, I think we are the most successful club now with the amount of trophies in the cabinet. I think we've gone to 43, and Man U sit below us, but yeah, it's how it should be. So yeah, sorry Man U fans, Liverpool have done it. Hopefully we can continue it next season, but yeah, great to see that Liverpool have finally got that title. Anyway, we'll speak to you later on. There we go. Right, people, what's happening? It's just coming up to, that watch is wrong, I need to sort that out, 8:30, first night of the 48. I've been fishing 2 rods this afternoon. The weather's taken a little bit of a turn for the better in my opinion. It's just started to rain. We've just had about a 10 minute spell of rain. I'm hoping that it comes on quite heavy tonight. I really want there to be some rain because it'll just cool the air down, it will drop the pressure as well, and hopefully get the fish to sort of react. But you never know on this lake, man. It's a very hit and miss sort of lake. The fish do not adhere to normal sort of fishing rules, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, anything can happen. Yeah, one of the boys done a quick overnight last night on the front lake, and yeah, he managed to hook into one, but unfortunately lost it. Can't always land them. I'm sure he'll have another one. He's actually fishing over the other side of the water as well to me for another night. So yeah, I'm hoping that he manages to nick one, and I'm also hoping that I manage to nick one as well. So yeah, yeah, just wrapping this video up for the first night. Thought I'd tune in. Weather's looking okay, so we'll see what happens. Snedden fishing next to me in a double swim, as I said earlier on. He had to pop to work for a meeting, so he's going to be back in about an hour's time. And yeah, just have a little chat with him and go into the night. Hopefully I can show you guys a fish, but if I don't, I'll see you in the morning as usual. Morning. So I've just landed my second fish on the chase. It's just gone past 8 o'clock, I think. Yeah, literally pretty much a drop back really, and I just run down to the rod, struck straight into the fish and managed to get it out of the snaggy sort of section of the lake there. It come out into open water and come in quite calm. So yeah, just about to weigh it now, and then we're going to get some shots. Let's do this. Yeah, that's cool. Yes, people, so, mate, I'm super gassed. It's a lovely common. It looks a bit bigger than I thought it was, to be fair. It's quite chunky, but oh, I'm just so happy, man. I managed to sort of, you know when you put a plan together on a particular spot and it just comes through, that's how I feel right now. It's sick. So yeah, Sneds is going to help me with a retainer real quick. Just mind taking that, please, bro. Safe. Oh, God. The way he seems to get me. Just 1, 2, 3, go. God, there we go. Lovely, right, sweet. Weren't this lively when I had it down there for a couple of minutes? Jesus. Right, lovely. Get the scales out. Oh dear. Oh dear. I think I'm gonna have to make an apology to you, Josh. Me bad. Oh dear, we'll talk about this a bit later on, but basically I blame Josh for losing my bungee strap for my barrow yesterday. Here coming. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. But yeah, that was in the scale bag. Get it? I forgot. Oh mate, that's funny. I was hoping that you wouldn't see that until I actually dropped the video. But obviously, I'd rather have fished than that. I'm not gonna lie. Right, just check that yeah, you can see me. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sweet. All right.
25.5.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice one. Nice one. Yeah, you was right, Josh. A bit bigger than 23. 25.5. Oh, mate, I'm just so pleased. Second fish on this water. Hopefully a few more to come. Still got another night as well. So yeah, I'm just going to get a couple of shots now, and then I'm going to slip this one back. This time, innit? Go. There we go. Just the counting, innit? Just grab me a bit more water if you don't mind.
Yeah, Sned.
Safe, Sned. Yeah, I'm good as fucking.
That looks a bit left finger on the back. That index finger, that one. Can't pull that back. Yeah.
Sweet.
Perfect.
So yeah, 25.5. Had her off of the infamous Ronnie rig. I've had quite a bit of success on that rig, and it continues to produce for me, so I can't change. But yeah, man, I'm super happy about this. I've got to go football in about an hour, so we've only got one camera with us at the minute because Leon's not here, so we're going to have to cut this and we'll get some photos to show you guys, and yeah, we'll carry on with the video in a bit. But yeah, first fish on the Chase Diaries June episode. I'm gassed. Yeah, nice one. Get in there. Good afternoon, people. Tuning in on the second day of this 48-hour session at the Chase June episode of the Chase Diaries series. So yeah, as you would have seen earlier on in this video, got off to a cracking start really. This morning managed to land a 25.5 pound common. Got the drone up, had a little look around the lake for a few spots a couple of days prior to actually coming to fish the water, just to sort of see where the fish located themselves over the last week, because the weather's been quite similar for the last week. It's been hot, it's been quite windy, and yeah, the fish have just sort of positioned themselves in certain areas on the lake, it seems anyway. And yeah, last night went out and done a little bit of homework on the spot that I wanted to fish on. Dropped some bait there last night and put the rig there really nicely. I was mad confident, to be fair. Line lay was lovely, the rig dropped really nicely as well, and it proved to be correct, because this morning, as I said, yeah, hooked into the fish and landed it, and hopefully you guys enjoyed that content. I'm over the moon. Like, I've had so much, I would say a bit of luck, but I think I've just been doing the right things like recently, and the rewards are starting to come to me. So I'm just going to continue with what I've been doing and hopefully have some more success. Yeah, that's all I've got to say really on that front. Yeah, another 24 hours on the lake. I think I'm going to go with the same approach as I did last night. 3 or 4 spoms over each rod last night. Sorry, yesterday when I got here in the afternoon and left that. I didn't even put any bait out on it again like in the night time. So yeah, not a lot of bait over my areas this session. Just sort of trying to nick a bite during this warmer weather. So yeah, I think that's probably about it at the moment. So yeah, we'll catch up later on this evening, I think. And yeah, nice one. Yo people, so fading into the evening now, like on the second night of this 48-hour session. Despite the actual change in weather this morning, it's been relatively quiet, isn't it, Sneds?
Yeah, it's been pretty quiet, mate. Nothing really going on. Nothing trying either.
I know, I've been shocked, bro, like, to be fair. I thought we would have seen a couple of shows and that, but it has been quiet. Josh over the other side of the lake has had a bit of a mad afternoon, I'm not going to lie. He had 2 takes. Probably about an hour and a half between one another, struck into the rod both times and there was nothing there, so yeah, that was a bit odd. But apart from that, yeah, nothing else really to report. We're sort of settling down for this final evening now, just ordered some food, and yeah, just hoping that one of the rods rattles off. I've already had my fish, so I'm pretty happy to just get Sneds in on the action, and the other 2 boys, Connor and Josh, on the other side of the lake. It'd be great to get some content of those guys having a few fish, but I mean, the weather conditions are perfect for a bite right now. The temperature's soared downwards, the pressure's dropped as well, and there's a nice breeze on the water. Hopefully it calms off a little bit later on, and yeah, we hear some noise from the alarms. But apart from that, I think this June episode of the Chase Diaries has been quite a decent one. Hopefully we can stick in a bit more footage of someone else nabbing a fish or 2, but if we don't, then we'll catch up with you in the morning to wrap this one up. I hope you're enjoying the content. Please make sure you like, share and subscribe to the video if you haven't already. And yeah, I'll see you in the morning, unless a fish lands on one of our bank sides. Peace. Good morning, people. Finally come to the end of this 48-hour session then at the Chase for the June episode of the Chase Diaries. First episode of this series. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Unfortunately, there's nothing else to report, to be honest. We're quite disappointed really because the weather yesterday was spot on for a bite. So we was all mad confident last night, but yeah, nothing to report unfortunately. This lake does get like this though, like mentally. It can be a pain, to be fair, but it's one of the reasons why I continue to come here, because it is a challenge. I'm obviously pleased with the fish that I had yesterday, so I can't really complain. 25.5, lovely fish it was, and yeah, I'm still on that run, so hopefully that continues. But for the other boys, I guess they just need to get back on the lake as soon as possible and keep putting the hours in. In the meantime, I just want to say thanks for watching. If you've subscribed to the channel recently, I continue to look at the analytics on my profile and that, and it's just mad overwhelming. So thank you if you've subscribed to the channel recently. I really do appreciate it. Please click the like button if you like this video, and yeah, go and check out some of the other content if you're new to the channel. There are a few videos there that you probably haven't seen, so make sure you do that. Until then, stay safe, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video, hopefully to land a few fish. And yeah, we'll catch up in July for the second episode of this series. Take care.
Mic check 1, 2.
Yeah,
We're over
so
the
what
Chase.
we've been doing for the last 5 minutes.
Over the Chase, trying to get the fucking mic to work.
1, 2, 3. Oh. Did you see that on there?
A little bit, the ending of that hurt.
Ow. It's actually been relatively quiet, isn't it, Sneds?
Yes, it's been good, mate. It's been very good.
But what'd you say? Put your phone down, you prick. Right, cut. I'll ask you a few questions, innit? Okay, I'll ask you a few questions.
How long have you been blanking on the bank? 2 months.
Yes, people, just a quick test to check the volume's working again, because I've had issues with that bloody mic recently. Sweet, the first episode is done.